Well, that's what I'm going to do, Flaming, but I don't have any money right now. I've got to wait for the money to come back. How busy is that now? I think it's time to accept that contract onto platform 2. So I say if you're going to Lieben, go to platform 2, because that is literally the only way through there. Oh, I can't add it. That needs to be automatic. Do I need to make that auto, I think, for it to work? Yeah, there you go. So he should come out of there. He should go to platform 2, and then he should automatically leave. Is what I'm thinking should happen. This can now be made into an auto, as can this. Potentially even that. No, I didn't, Tommy. Apart from what Chinese did you get? That's all I asked you when you left. What are you waiting for? You had a sweet chiller out with a Coke Zero and a McFlurry. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. So he's automatically gone to platform 2. He should auto depart from here. Why has he stopped here at Bubney? Why has he stopped there? He doesn't need to stop here. Did they automatically stop anyway? Why did he do that? There you go. Where does he want him to go? Platform 2, I think. Trains stop at any station they drive through. Ah. Does that slow the average speed down? It must do, right? Because they don't need to do it. So I think we can put a departure thing on that now to say go there, no matter what. But then it won't work when we go this way, I guess. Yeah, we'll get the money back, don't worry. I'm not used to having these manual signals. No, you're not locked. Yeah, we've got 15,000 now. That's how the game is. 1 minute you've got 200,000 credits, the next minute you're broke. How can we make these commuter trains automatically turn around when there's a track off the end? Because what they do is they just drive to the end and sit there. And I actually want them to just turn around, but they don't seem to know where to go. Even though we've got auto reverse turned on. I have to manually reverse them, and it's annoying. It's up to you then. Okay. Why have you broke? Oh, it's because I flipped that. Here he is. You won't know where to go though, because it's his first run. So we'll look at this, and platform 1 is the best one for him. So we'll send him into platform 1. Why is one train sitting at a station for almost 40 minutes? Because he's a freight train, and that's what they do. They just sit on platforms for ages and then give you a red token and some money. Right, that contract will now complete, and it'll say, ooh, 78% efficiency, not bad. But you can see we stopped at Bubney, and we didn't need to stop here, but we can't avoid it. But that's still pretty good turnout. So that's worth doing. Bring in some extra dosh. Yeah, because it's a commuter train, it'll stop at every station, Bono. If we could send it through some track that didn't stop at Bubney, he would be quicker. But we can't get any track past here without a tunnel. I think we'd have to like tunnel through there or something. Like later on when we get tunnels, I'm thinking you could probably tunnel your way through, but I don't know. Trucker J, 46 months. Was wondering where my emotes went. Now you know. Platform 4. Oh, I should have sent him in first. You don't think the stops count to the average speed for contracts? Well, that's good. That's true. It's nice having these little sensors. You can just route to them and they'll just deal with it. It's so cool. Did you notice even you make the track faster, the train offset the time with the waiting time to keep their timetables? You need new contracts to have profit. Is that the case, or is it my idea? Don't know. Tsugoku. I think when you take the contract, it always had an average speed. So if I took a contract where I couldn't keep that speed, I would be paid a percentage based on how quick I did it. But if then I upgrade the track, I get a higher target, I get more money. Anything beyond that speed won't pay me any bonus. I'll have to ditch the contract and find better ones. That's how I understand it. Am I liking it so far? It's sufficiently complicated. Now, with these two platforms occupied, if we get that train that wants to go to Lieben, we're in trouble. I don't know, Bono. Wait a minute. Why is he here? He's a commuter train. He's not supposed to be here. Wait, did we? I can't remember now. Did I put the intercities on the inner line and the commuter trains on the outer line? Or did I do it the other way around? I can't remember. Did I put the inner cities on the inner track? Or did I put the commuter trains on the inner track? I think I put the intercities on the inner track. Oh, man. You're not sure? Was anybody paying attention? God. Commuter, you did say on the outer track. I thought I did. No. I said commuters on the outer track. IC on the inners. That I definitely said that. IC on the main line. Commuters on the outer. Yeah, so he shouldn't be here. This guy. This guy should be on platform 3, which is the outer track. That's where he should be. Okay. I think he slipped through the net somehow. Let's see what else we've got. Pod to Holsavica. Could potentially maybe do that. Davicia to Lieben, back to Davicia. We've already got one of those going. Pod to Bubney. That would require a coach yard. It's really trying to get a coach yard at Bubney. Devicha to Wilson Station. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Crikey, the size of that. Not only is that a big station, it's surrounded by a tunnel. It's pretty much through there or nothing. 2,000, that's rubbish. 2,000, that's rubbish. For Chinese Drive, you reviewed all your contracts, sorted them by profit column, then manually adjusted the ones where the margin of and profit was off. Start by clicking the next timetable, then adjusting up or down both stations to make the profit go up or down. Okay, so wait, can you explain that in English? You did what? You clicked on this, you looked at average contracts, you then sorted it by the profit column. The profit column? Do you mean the reward? Do you mean that? Is that what you mean? Reward max, right, okay. Manually adjusted the ones where the margin and profit was off. When you say manually adjusted, like as in this one here with a profit of 600, as in get rid of it because it's rubbish. Try number 340. This one. Clicking the next timetable, then adjusting up or down both stations to make the profit go up. That bit I don't get. Manually adjusting up or down both stations to make the profit go up. How do you... I don't understand that. What does that mean? You have to manually adjust timetable to get more money out of it. Reduce the time in motion to get higher average speed. I get that, but how do you do it? You double clicked it. As in you brought this up here. And then you did adjust timetable, presumably, and then... Shift rather than power to see the reward go up and down. How does that work? If I put the arrival slightly earlier, my profit goes right up to 11 grand. How? What sorcery is this? Seriously, what sorcery is that? That's already on 11 grand, apparently. That's just completely mad. That one is a 200k train, so maybe not just that one, as I don't think your trains are fast enough. Yeah, they're not. I don't get how that works. If you fail because the train takes too long, you probably get a big fine. That's what I'm worried about. This feels like one of those internet cons. Well, it definitely goes down if I do that. But it goes up if I do that. I hope you saved. It's a bit late for that. 6,000 doesn't make any difference. Makes a difference. Makes a difference. Makes even more of a difference somehow. Nobody knows why, but it does. I don't think you don't change the conditions of the contract. You just somehow adjust your arrival and start time. It gives you more money because it allows it to stay at a higher speed, I think. But again, because it says north of 120 intercity train, I don't think we're going to benefit from it. And that's a 200 train. That's a huge difference. There's no way. No way this is going to work. Hang on. Let me see what chaos I've just wrought on this thing. Somehow it's optimizing the network. Your contracts were only accepted back when the track limit was 80. Now that I have a track of 120, I can get the trains there faster. Effectively change the expected average speed. If you can't achieve that, you'll get penalised. Oh, I see. I see. So we're getting more money. We're not really getting more money, but we've basically said to the network, we can get you there 2 minutes earlier. And they've gone, okay, but we can't, so we're going to get penalised instead. Lovely. That's great. So now I need to upgrade all the track. Is what we're saying. And at $5,000 a tile, good luck with that. Oh, and we don't have it unlocked anyway. Because that would require 10 red to do that. Maybe now is the time to unlock conversion. Green to red. So now we go 15. There you go. You need 10 red. 10 red and 40 green. No chance. Oh well, that's a rip. How do you buy additional auto blocks? I can't seem to figure out how to get the additional track. You just click on that and then click auto signal. If that's grayed out, it means you don't have it unlocked under automation yet. You'll need that. So wait, those contracts then, the highest paying ones are the ones that go between... Oh God. Naggy. Platform 2. Pod. Davicia. Yeah, they're all like here to here, which means all this track. Yeah, it basically means all that track and all that track. All the track. It's treated like a platform. What is? So upgrading that. I don't know if the money's going up or down now. I'm looking for like penalties. Is there like no balance sheet in this game? I swear, you play all these games and they don't give you... Look, 1,400 is all we got for that. All I want is a balance sheet that shows like a breakdown of income and expenditure. How much did I pay on penalties? How much did I get on income? What was the average speed of my trains? Somebody said that yesterday, Spud. They said there was like a game on in Flash that they played like this. Well, that. Oh, hang on. Operational turnover penalties 7,600. Number 29. Is that week 29 or day 29 or something? Yeah, so my penalties have gone up, but so's my income. So I've lost 3,000 extra in penalties, but I've gained 21,000 in rewards. So I'd say we're up overall. Oh dear. Per cycle hour. Okay. All right, Naggy. You're going back to the... Hang on, where do you want to come into? Platform 4. Why are you sat here for so long? I'll probably get a late penalty off that. 10,000 delay? Holy! Which train was that? I got paid 10 grand but got a 10,000 delay. Which train was that one? That was bad. But my penalty still shows 7,600. Does anybody know which train that was then? PlayStation full hour just time to help a train to not collide. Yeah. Doesn't really show collisions too well. Because those things that just collided shouldn't really have collided, according to this. Click on a station, click full hour button, done. Then adjust timetable per train to not collide. But I can't see where the collision was. I can't see two trains trying to occupy platform 3, which is what just happened. Unless it was one of these two here. It was one of the intercity trains, that's all I know, but I don't know which one. And it may be because we adjusted the timetable to say we can get it there really quickly, and then we really didn't. There's still too much manual stuff going on for my liking. I want to get it set up so that I can just put it on full speed and walk away for half an hour and come back to like 400,000. Just fully automate the entire thing. No, I can't. Well, you mean this bit? I'm not sure if we can put a route sensor on that, you see. You'd have to put it back here, I guess. I guess you'd have to cancel that, then put a route sensor on it here, and then tie that to here, and then say if you go into here, then go there. Otherwise, you must be going that way. That's the only. That will work as long as until we do that. Maybe it'd have been better gone the other way, actually. Yeah. So let's say the default is to go here, unless you specifically want to go to POB, in which case you're going that way, because that doesn't go anywhere. So that means most of the time we go that way. That should work. And then this, we just tell it to go there, do that, and then that should auto switch. An arrival sensor in Bubbly 1 would help for the new contract. Which new contract do you mean? Coming in from where, sorry? Oh, this is a risky sport. It is, but it's guaranteed with this because it can't. Literally, that's the end of the map. So that has to be an other. Sorry, that has to be a destination. Otherwise, we're going that way. But I agree with you in principle. Jones, good night. Technically, we have a routing sensor here. We could put an arrival sensor here. And we have an arrival sensor into Bubney down here. I don't know what we've got coming down from here yet that would need an arrival sensor. He means a departure sensor for the train from Linden. Well, we have a departure sensor there for Leiden, sorry, that sends them that way. You could put an arrival sensor here if that's what you're thinking, and a departure sensor. So I guess you'd have to do it. I probably don't want it there. I probably want it here. And then a departure sensor on that platform. And then for that one, you could just basically say the default is to go that way. So they depart platform 3 automatically. Don't know about this bit. The third box up is all the trains that need to go through the line or bean. I don't know what you mean. Sorry. Did we get one from Davici to live? Yes. There he is. Davici to Liban. He's just arriving now. So what happens is he'll go through here, he'll get thrown through there, he'll get dispatched automatically. He should then hit the arrival center, go into 3, automatically turn around, get departed back that way, and come all the way to here, at which point he won't know what to do. So he's semi-automated. Departure sensor on hold 2 to route to the depot. You mean this thing here? It would help with that, yeah, I think. So with this, if you go on the docks, then you need to go that way. Otherwise, you can more or less go that way. And then that. Scroll on a bit from yesterday. Yeah. So any train that comes into here that's finished gets routed to the coach yard. I think that will pre-select that. I kind of want it to. I really want to have a route thing on this, but it's a departure thing on that, but it's not going to work the loop properly. Have it also route to the pub. Oh, to pub. You mean pod? Is that what you mean? Okay, let's see what he does. He should get routed onto track 3, which he has. In theory, that'll chuck him out of there. And anything that finishes here can go there. Oh, that's not an auto signal, that's why. That would have to be an auto signal for that to work. Now it can do it. What do auto signals do? How to explain it? Trying to think of the best way of explaining it. All right, here we go. So by default, you have manual signals. Get him out of the way. So what if I have a train on platform 5 that needs to come out of here and go that way? If I flick that signal now, then it won't set any of the points on the way. It won't route it, in other words. I have to manually do this and then flick the signal. Yeah. Whereas if I use this one here and I click on it and I say go that way, it will change these points. Yeah. So that's one thing that it does. It's also then drivable. It can be driven by these sensors. So I can tell this sensor here, anything that's coming in that goes through that sensor, drive that signal and route the train route all these points to send them to the platform that it wants to go to. Words are difficult. So this is purely manual. The automatic will set points for you and can be driven by any sensors in the game. That's the main difference. And you can convert the signals on the end of the platform from manual to automatic, and you can put them down on the track as well. Does that make sense? Well, the tutorial does not tell you how to turn signals around. I had so much difficulty finding it. It actually does tell you that in the free-to-play Josec game that's out. It actually does explain that in there. But yeah, if you want to turn a signal around, what you do is if you put a signal down like that, if you left-click it again, it will reverse it. Right-click it, removes it, and you get your money back. What on earth is that routing doing? Oh, no, that's fine. So this intercity train is coming into here, then it'll need to leave via the loop, which can't be automated. Now this route here is new, so if you see what it did? Because we programmed that route, it now pre-selected that track. So that'll bring him to here. And then from here, if I just pause it. So right now, there's no automation on this track here. So I have to look at him and say, where's he trying to go? Oh, he's trying to go into Bubney Platform 1, so he'll stop here. And then he wants to go to Devici Platform 1. So when it wants to leave this platform, nothing is going to set those points. But if you put down a departure sensor onto this platform, then what you can now do is drive that signal. So you can say, this departure thing here, add a route table, anything that wants to go to Devici, what you want to do is you want to send him this way. So it will take you through to the next automated segment. In other words, off the platform to the next auto signal. So like here is valid. So I can set that. So anything that comes into this platform and leaves for Davichi will be automatically routed through here. Now, when they get to this sensor here, that's an arrival sensor, it will then set the points into the station, which basically means that train should now leave and go there automatically. What it doesn't know how to do is anything else. So if you want to go, any train that wants to go to, say, Holcevice like that, I would then say to it, your destination is the next points along that one. So it will set the points to send him that way. And then after that, this router will then decide what to do. Either way, that's now automated. So if you watch what happens to him now, I shouldn't have to do anything. It should send him on his way. There you go. So he's now on his way, and then when he hits that sensor, it will set the points to take him into the platform that he wants to go to. And that basically is how you automate. Also, if you put the sensors further back from the actual signal, they maintain the speed. I see 6191 is waiting. Davichi platform 3, yeah. Too busy talking. Yeah, we don't have a departure thingy on that. Also, we're broke. 25 grand in penalties. You see, ever since I implemented the SOMI protocol, should we call it that? You know, optimize your routes, the SOMI protocol, my fines went up from 7,000 to 25,000. My profit went up 7%, my fines went up 233%. Just saying, just putting that out there, SOMI. I mean, don't get me wrong, I learnt something, but I'm not sure what I learnt was the best thing. The only problem is, how do I fix that? How do I fix that? That's the problem. Like those contracts that are now just losing me so much money. Funnily enough, you can't sort by maximum fines. So no, I have no idea. Hang on. Oh, she dusts my head in, Mrs. Squirrel. She lets Doyle in. I don't know he's here. And then I suddenly hear this distant whining because my microphone doesn't pick it up. And I look around, the dog sat there going, I want to go out. I didn't put you here. Right, so he terminates here. So in theory, that there should send him straight to the shed. Is what should happen. I might have to delete some contracts because they're... What we need to do is watch out for the big fines and then sort those contracts out. Because some of them are costing a lot of money, I think. Baz, thank you. 84 months. Let's shut this out before you go on holiday. So lots of lurking recently, but I had a lot of renovations going on. Renovations, Baz? Oh. What have you been doing? Building a train set in your attic? Yeah, I'll be out cruising next week. This time next week, I'll be on a boat. Hopefully. You never know. He sat there a long, long time. Con 1021. Let's see what happens with him. 4,000. Right, that's a profit. Not worried about the profit ones. 1,300. 1,300 penalty for him. I saw that. I think he's one of the ones we need to look at. IC 6420. Adjust timetable. Shift arrival 1 minute earlier. So if he departs later, he gets more money. I don't get that. So this is like an arrival window. I don't understand how this works. So arriving into pod, if I bring him in earlier, I get less money. If I bring him in later, I get more money. I'm not sure why, but I do. Why is that? 6,000, 6.5, 7, 7, 8, 7, 11, 13,000 if you bring him in later. It's the speed the train will run at. So you're saying if I bring him in later, we're expecting him to get to here quicker? Because it's a 200k train. I think it's because if it arrives early but does not depart early, it will be late and fine you. Well, let's try that. I mean, the trouble is this is a high-speed train. We don't have anything like that kind of track. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that, Chappy Mon. I'm not saying the schedule won't move, but I don't think I'll be playing Farm Sim. Don't really have an inkling for it, to be fair. I look like a conductor. What does a conductor look like? All I see is max 200k is not necessarily the contract's demand. Well, I don't like getting a massive fine, so let's see how we get on the next train with that adjusted timetable. Any plans for a full playthrough of Subnautica Below Zero? I don't know if is it any good? When I played it pre-release, didn't feel anywhere near as good as the original. I suppose I'd like to finish it off at some point, but I don't think it's anything like the original. Oh, is it Tricker J? It's not as deep. Excuse the pun, but it's still good. Fair enough. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. That's better. The other half played it a Switch a few weeks ago. They changed the whole intro story. Maybe I'll give it a playthrough over summer then. You played Below Zero release and Event Access. It was really cool. Not polished to the original, but very near. I did like the original game a lot. I liked the story as well. I just wondered if the second one, the storyline, was nowhere near as deep. But yeah, it's probably worth a playthrough. The only thing left after this is a kitchen, which I need to save money for again. The whole bathroom stuff costs you 22 grand. Oh, you've had your bathroom done? Yeah, bathrooms and kitchens are not cheap. I can honestly say that the kitchen was probably twice the price as the bathroom. But a lot of it comes down to whatever appliances you need to replace or want to replace. Actually, I don't need to send you that way. $1,800 for that one. So if you can get a freight in there, freight docks to Bubney to Leedman. Docks, Bubney Platform 3 should be available. Leedman, we have something. Yeah, I'll take that. There's no track from Bubney to Leedman near the switching. Yes, we do. $35 minutes. Parks on a platform for 35 minutes. You start playing Outer Worlds. Have you ever tried transitions? If so, they've been triggered by as a monitor. Hang on. Have you ever had transitions? And if so, have they ever been triggered by as monitor? What do you mean by transitions, Riley? That means different things to different people. Oh, glasses. Oh, I see what you mean. Do you mean glasses like reactor-like glasses that go darker based on sunlight? Do you mean those? I've never had those. Yeah, I've never had those. I don't know what... I think the bright lights in the studio would probably cause them to tint, and then I'd struggle to see the monitor. I don't think that would be a good idea for a streamer. I don't have UV. Well, I don't know. It's a white light. I don't know if it goes into the UV spectrum, but it can chuck out quite a decent white light. Hang on. Oh, that's the wrong control. Oh. So the temperature of the light at the moment is 50... Whiter than that. About 5600 Kelvin. It'll go up to 6,500 Kelvin. Don't know if that includes UV. So I don't know, PJ. I don't know if they're full spectrum lights or not. But they certainly go to a very white light. The music choice is built into the game. Actually, that will auto switch out. She's actually not work indoors or even in a car, so you might be good with those while streaming. But hang on. What am I missing here, Jappimon? What's the advantage of me wearing them indoors while streaming? Why would I wear them? I've heard of people wearing, what do they call them, gunner glasses that filter out blue light. So they kind of have like a yellow tint to them, but I've never wore those either. Don't bother. I wasn't going to. You hate them? Feature to lime into Davicha. That sounds... I reckon we can cope with another one of these. We have one at the moment, but I think we could probably deal with two. We have capacity at Bub right now. We have capacity here. Platform 4. I mean, for people who stare at screens all day, I call them gamer glasses to filter out the blue light for monitors. Yeah, I know, like, on my MacBook and stuff, you can actually put it into a mode where it chucks out less blue light. But on a gaming monitor, you can't do that. Actually, no, you can. The Asus monitors have a blue filter. You can blue filter them. But they will change the color of the... Like, what you see will be less blue. Will be a bit more warm. Yeah, and I think Windows has it, actually. But I don't know, personally, I never really struggled with that kind of thing. Davicha, you can go there. So we can't set the platform he goes to, which means he'll stop here, I think. He wants platform 2. He needs to move. He needs to get out of there, bro. Come on, shoo. Get out. You're holding up proceedings. Go. Do you use True Tone on your iPhone? Find it makes the white... No, I don't. No, I don't like anything that messes with the colour. Oh, man. Sorry to put departure thing on him. That's probably going to get a fine now. It's an intercity train. Ugh. I just worry about what it'll do when the train comes in and needs to go around the loop. I don't know what it'll do. Won't work for looping trains, I know. When he comes in, hopefully I can still manually send him that way and then it'll trigger, but I just don't know. I think you're right. Whoa. Oh, that's fine. Whew. I thought he'd gone the wrong way. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Because he'll trigger the departure thing on his way out, and then he'll try to trigger it again on his way through. It'll try to reverse. So basically there's no solution to this. Sucks. Yeah, but, I mean, he sets that loop for departure. He'll still stop. That's the problem. He'll still stop. Wait, where's that? There he is. Need to sort this guy out. Why don't you go to platform 3? Can you loop into 4? I don't know. Maybe. It's tricky because you'd have to make a decision about him. Like, imagine when we've got track here and we've got trains coming in that want to go to pod. What we would say is, when you come into here, at that platform, we want you to go that way. So I don't know if it's going to work. It might work now if we send it to platform 4, but then he would get routed to platform 4 as well. So any train passing through that router would get sent to platform 4. Toby, thank you for 56 months. Happy 56. Good to see you as a dispatcher. Would like to have you as my dispatcher. A real life train. I don't think so. Oh, my nose. Squeeze me. What do I think about the game? I like it. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky. There is certainly a learning curve to the whole thing. You have to make a mess of things to then figure out what you're doing. That's for sure.